This is Joe Pugh for the Boxing Voice. Delighted to be joined. At the end of the day, it's still raining. Coventry. You dressed up for summer. You dressed up for summer, Ben. How are you, Ben?
I was expecting a nice day out in sunny Coventry, and it's now raining, but all good. All good. Good to see you.
All good. We move on. Big show. Breakthrough show. The first of this breakthrough series, potentially. We've got a big card going on, really. Sam Eggington, kind of a local hero, really. It's the Rocky story. We've got Kerry Sartinstall making her pro debut. We all know about the Olympians, but what I'm really fascinated about is it's kind of the homegrown boxer / Sky prospect, Corey Gibbs, Dillian Chima, and most importantly, Dazn. They've not come out of the Olympics, but we're bringing them forward.
100%. I think it just shows you can find any route to the top, whether it's the tournaments, whether it's Dazn style, where he's just an amateur, never goes down the GB route and turns over at 19, and then obviously the Olympians as well. But just shows there's any way to the top. That's what we wanted to do. We said we needed to do a show for the young ones. We said we needed to come to the Midlands as well, so we've done it all together. We've got the two winners of the tournament on, we've got the Olympian on, we've got Eggington in an absolute war, and we see him in a war every time, and I wish I could have him on every card. And then we've got that English middleweight title that's a rematch and ended extremely controversially last time. So really good card. To be fair, completely sold out as well. And they love their boxing here. And they love us coming. And I think they were starved of it for a long time. They've got Fraser Clark from the Midlands and Ben Whittaker as well. So future's bright. Future's bright.
It's going to be buzzing in Coventry on Saturday night. Bit of a shame. 2nd July off or postponed. Hughie Fury coming out with illness. But hopefully, end of the year, to the back end of the year, we should see that one getting on.
100%. We could have found a different opponent for Michael, but in the end, that was Hughie's moment. We worked hard to get him to that position. It was the final eliminator of the WBA, and that was the fight he wanted. And so we could have. Ricky said, "You know what? I want to do it with him," and there were two separate shows, but they were together. So in the end, we decided let's postpone it. We've got a big show on July 30th, where most of that undercard will get out that was supposed to be on July 2nd, and we move forward. But yeah, Hughie hopefully gets better soon, because I think it was a bit nasty, and I'm looking forward to him being back, God willing, and then we can get that show back on the road.
July 30th then, next big show. Obviously there's nothing really in the book for Sky Sports and Boxer. Can we have any indication who's going to be on that card, the main event there?
I've been asked not to say anything till Saturday night. It'll be a nice show, big show, July 30th, then September the 3rd, then September the 10th. So we're just making sure we announce at the right time, and I can't wait.
Beautiful. Joseph Parker.
Yeah.
Big signing, and I think you might have to have a little telling off of Johnny Nelson here, because I was speaking to Johnny earlier. He's teasing me. He's teasing me with some major signings coming from Boxer very soon. Most importantly, a heavyweight, and that could be the decision, the final major turning point why Joseph Parker decided to sign with Boxer. What can you tell me, Ben?
There was a reason Joseph signed with us. There's many reasons. I think one of them was he wanted to be prioritised by a promoter. I saw Frank Warren's comments. I understand them. I appreciate them. But if Joseph gets an opportunity where he could be prioritised, Queensbury have got Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce ahead of the pecking order. What happens if he wins? Is it a rematch? This and that. He decided this was the best route. We still put an offer in for Joe Joyce, I think up to 1.2 million, which was more than he was going to earn for fighting Joseph Parker in the first place. We'd love that fight still to happen. We'd love him to fight Dillian Whyte, rematch. There's a lot of opportunities for Joseph. Reason we signed him, he's well ranked and he doesn't want to avoid anyone. He wants to be in the big fights, and we want to get in that heavyweight mix. Amazing signing for us. Joseph is 30. He's getting into his prime now. He's improving every fight, and I think he'll fight for a world title again.
On the way up here today, I'm looking at down the box rec rankings, heavyweights, and I'm thinking, who is Ben going to match Joseph Parker with? And I'm looking down, a lot of them already matched, a lot of the big heavyweights, and there's one name that sticks out. I think that's Dillian Whyte. Any comment? Could we see Dillian Whyte late summer, early autumn?
We could see it. We could see it. But as I say, we're still keen on the Joe Joyce fight as well. But we could see it.
And finally, Ben, big signings coming, as Johnny Nelson teased me with earlier. We see Lawrence Okolie. That was clearly a slip-up, I'm sorry, right? On the Boxing Voice, he said that he may not be, insinuated that he may not be with Eddie Hearn. He may not even be with 258 management, Ben. Can you make any comment?
Whether he leaves those guys or not, nothing to do with me. As in, management, that's not something I get involved in. Promotional thing, he knows where that's at. But I think what it is we're getting to the first... At the start, we had to focus on the young guns, on the Olympians, selling them the dream on Sky, where they can be built into superstars. And now we're starting to see the headliners want to come onto Sky. And that was so hard at the start. And because they didn't know who we were, what we could do, could we still do big shows, was pay-per-view still an option? And so it's just exciting to even be in the mix. Like, I've got respect for every promoter doing a fantastic job. I'm seeing how hard everyone has to work now. And it's exciting because putting on shows while still developing your stable is one of the hardest things you can do, because you can't plan until 4 or 5 weeks. You're signing on the job, you're sticking in them in fights. No one wants to have a proper fight at the start. They want to get used to the platform. And now we're getting to the end of the first 8 months, 9 months, and it's starting to turn a corner for us where we're stabilising, the stable's growing, and we can bring on some headliners as well.
And now you're selling Lawrence the Dream.
No, I'm not. Listen.
Brilliant. Ben, great way to finish. Thank you very much for your time. I know we pushed. And looking forward to a great show on Saturday.
Cheers, bro. Thank you.
Cheers.